Hi everybody, it's Kai Jacobson here at Brothers J Guitars and Repair, and today we're going to change out this pickup in my red Series 10. We're going to change out this pickup for this pickup. I think it's going to be pretty awesome. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into it. Loosen the strings, pull the pickup out, solder in the leads, put the new pickup in, and give her a playthrough. Can't wait. Alright guys, let me reposition the camera and I'll bring you all back so we can get started. Okay, I guess we'll do that. We'll see how that works. So let's loosen these strings. Put our capo. Man, I don't want to pull the strings all the way off. Now we might have to pull these strings all the way off, man. Alright, well, I don't know. If we get to that point, we get to that point. If I have to pull them off, I will. So let's right now pull off the back cavity and find out where my pickup leads go. Hmm. Unfortunately, there's no way still for me to speed up these videos because I'm trying to download the editing tool. So, alright everybody, we have to pull these strings all the way off. Out, which is fine. Alright folks, let me pull these strings off and then I'll bring you guys back. Alright guys, so I don't know if you can see this, but it's this red one here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut it. I'm going to cut it and then I'm going to pull the pickup out and then we're going to... So let's hope I'm right. Alright, she's out. 2 leads. Hot and ground. Cheapy pickup, man. Cheapy pickup. That's fine though. That's fine. So here she is. So that's the ground and the hot. My ground and my hot. That's what I'm assuming. So let me put the pickup ring on and get her wired through, and then I'll bring you guys back for some more. Okay guys, so I got it in, went in pretty smooth, fits really good, the wires are fed through the back. So now we're just going to add a little lithium grease to the screws because they go in a lot better, a lot smoother. And if you get an older guitar, you know, it's God knows how long the screws have been in there. So I like to put a little lithium grease. They still go in. They stay in tight. And also preserve the elasticity of the screw. Maybe not elasticity, but how long they last, you know. I don't know if you can see that, but it's really rusty. And that's in the plastic guard part, so only need a smidge, just a little. And now that there's grease on them, you don't really need to crank them down. I also ordered a trim block. I'm going to try to raise the tremolo system a little bit at a later date. And then the action will go even lower. So, I'm going to make this guitar play awesome. When it comes to little tiny screws and stuff like this, I'm a big fan and will suggest magnetic screw tips, magnetic this. So much easier. Okay, so let me figure out where the wires go and I'll bring you back for some soldering. Okay, so I've got my hot, got my ground, and I've got my red and white shrink wrap together, because I'm not gonna split the coils, although I could, and I can actually get 4 splits off that pickup since there's 4 rails. Technically it's 4 single rails. Shit, and I didn't want all this inside these other wires. Damn, man, when they use tiny little cheap wires. It's a cheap guitar, so they got cheap wires, and it's soldered cheap. I myself, it's a lot of work, but what I'd like to do is take all these electronics out and cut off all this extra wire. Like all this, you know, like just run them short, like less wire, I don't know, less wire, more room. And then you ain't gonna deal with all this, you see what I'm dealing with. So we're gonna get a little piece of tape. I gotta take these back because I can't see. Tape them on back. And see all this extra wire? I mean, I don't need all this. I should actually just splice it, huh? Well, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna leave the wire, and I'm just gonna leave the wire, and I'm just gonna jam it in there, guys, and make it work. I hope make it work. So I gotta solder my hot to my ground to the switch, my hot to the other side, and assume that makes the connection. So now that I've done that, I'm gonna solder this and this to here and here, and then I'll bring you back. I'm also going to solder this on correctly. This is garbage. It's garbage. So I'm gonna drill a hole and I'm gonna solder this screw the correct way. So, all right, stay with me, guys. Stay with me. Okay, you guys. I've got her all wired in. I don't know if you can see that. So I've got her all wired in. I put my ground where she belongs. I put my hot where it belongs. So we are now in it for the big reveal. But honestly, there's gonna be a video one day on Thinking all these wires are broken. Look at that, dude. Those wires are super frayed. Wow. Okay, well, I'm just gonna leave this wire tucked down in here like this, because I don't want it touching. You know, that's the problem with wires upon wires upon wires upon wires. Alright, well, anyway. I could be here all freaking day. So let's see if this puppy works, huh? Let's see if this bad boy fires up. Let's see if I know what I'm doing. You guys ready? Okay, it shouldn't be making that kind of noise. Okay. So we need to figure that out. Huh. I don't know why it's doing that, guys. Huh. Let me figure that out, and then I'll bring you back. Okay, so there's only a little bit of noise. Some of these wires in here are frayed, like super frayed, so we're just not gonna deal with those right now. I want to put this sucker back on and play it. Hmm. Okay, so after this, it might just be the jack. Let's get her strung up and see what's going on.